Okay, so we just talked about the equation of a line. Now we're going to talk about slope. The slope of the straight line connecting 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, is given by m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Like the question I get the most is it okay if it's y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2? So maybe if you don't notice that, I'm just switching the 1's and the 2's. That's absolutely fine. What's not okay is if you did like, so I'm going to just do a no. Don't do y1 minus y2 and then do x2 minus x1. That's not going to work. Don't do that. Do not do that. So I'll erase that because I don't want you to keep that. But this will work. y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. You may have seen this as like change in y over change in x. Or like, I don't know, maybe something like change in height over change in width. Once you plug everything in and you get a fraction, if your slope is m equals a over b, then that means we should move up or down a units and move left or right b units. So if the slope is negative, that means the line goes down. If the slope is positive, the line goes up, and that's as you move to the right. So let's put it into practice. Find the slope of the line between the 2 points 0, 1/3, and 4/7, 2, and then interpret it. So I have a very disorganized mind, so I have like little things that I do to try to keep everything organized. So underneath both of these points, I write x1, y1, and x2, y2. So I'll do that really quick so that I can remember what's what. Okay. So that helps me so that when I put it into my equation, I know where everything is. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1, so 2 minus 1/3, and then I'm going to divide it by x2, 4/7, minus x1, which is 0. So this is kind of tricky. There's a lot of fractions here. When I subtract fractions, I make the denominators the same. So I'll rewrite 2 as a 6/3. So I have 6/3 minus 1/3. And then 4/7 minus 0 is just a 4/7. And then, so on the top, 6 minus 1 is 5. So I get 5/3. So that's on the top. And then I'm going to divide that by 4/7. So 5 times 7 is 35. And then 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so I get 35 over 12. So going back up to these notes here, so I've got a over b. So I'm going to move up, right, because it's positive. The line goes up as you move to the right. So I'm going to go move up 35 units. Oops. Yeah, move up 35 units. And then I'm going to move right 12. And that's how I'll stay on the line. Okay. So this next one is a little tricky. So I've figured out how to find the slope if I've got 2 points, but now I have an equation and I need to graph it. The way I do that is by putting it into that slope-intercept form. So I start with the 2x plus 3y equals 12, and I solve for y. That's what I'm looking for. So I'll subtract 2x, get 3y equals negative 2x plus 12. Then I'll divide by 3. I get y equals negative 2/3 x plus 12 divided by 3. So move that up. So y equals negative 2 over 3x, and then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So if you remember, this is like y equals, or f of x equals mx plus b. So I know that 4 is my starting point on the y-axis. So I'll just draw this my y-axis. So I'm starting at 4. And then my slope says that I go down 2 and then over 3. Down 2 over 3. Down 2 over 3. Down 2 over 3. Okay, so I apologize for how shady my line is going to be. Just know that I'm doing this on my husband's laptop. It's a little awkward, but you get the point. Hopefully you have a ruler or something a little bit better than just a shaky hand. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please post a question on the Q&A discussion board. We can talk about it. Thanks.